Welcome to the mix. And on the mix today, it's a different kind of mix. And so I will be discussing today, or addressing some issues that I see people of Jamaica face on a day to day basis. Now, as a Jamaican myself, it's imperative that I, discuss this or draw down on, this topic as it's close to home. It's, happening around us like every single day. And no matter what, we can't turn a blind eye to it because it's right in our face on the news on a day to day basis. And, one of the problems that I see that has been happening here in Jamaica is, as we all know, that crime and violence is on the rise. And it's our young women who are being affected by this disease that has plagued our country. And you may wonder why I call this a disease. And I call this a disease because, like a disease, crime and violence attacks the body. It is very devastating for the mothers and fathers, brothers, sisters, kids, and other family members of these women who died by the hands of men who should have been protecting them in the first place. Men that tell them, "I love you, baby." Men that should be protectors, who should, take care of the woman and guide them, day to day. Because, like the Bible says too, we had Adam and Eve in the beginning, and not only that, Adam was Eve's protector. And like that, our man or her men should be protecting our females. But we find that that's not the case. They'll tell you that they love you, and at the end of, them telling you that they love you, you find out that they're treating you bad. They're physically harming you, and not only that, they sometimes take it to the extreme, which is committing a crime against you, which is death. Now, for these parents, the parents of these women, their mothers, their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, their kids, and other family members of these women, they really, really feel the sting of this. It's a devastating act. It does not look good for our country to see young women with so much in them, with so much power, so much authority, young women that has the ability to shine, to progress in life, but yet their life were shortened by someone that said, "I love you, I need you in my life." Someone who they laid their heads on the pillow with night after night. Someone who told them that no matter what, we will always be together. A person that they were supposed to trust with their own lives. But we find that it doesn't always happen like that. Now, the family members that are left behind, they have a hard time moving forward, because sometimes, as we have seen in the past couple months, like, you are not able to find the bodies of these females that are passed. Sometimes you find them and they're naked, in their nakedness. Now, we have to make it a better Jamaica. A better Jamaica. not only for her women that are dying, but also for the men that died because of these senseless killings. They had a bright future too, something bright, a bright future they had before them. But these are the things that poses, these many questions that to me are unable to be answered. And this is, these are some of the questions that I have personally. I don't know about anyone else, but what could have been so bad that you looked on another human being and use your own human hands to take what was not given to you? What is the purpose of taking someone else's life? And what does it profit you to take their lives? Now, I'm not sure we will ever get that answer or those answers, because the reality is that the persons who commit these acts, sometimes they don't even have the answers themselves. And you may wonder why I said this. And this is because there is never a valid reason to take someone else's life. But it does happen, right? It does happen. And I just want to take the time out to say to all the mothers and family members and brothers of these ladies and men who died to the senseless killings here in Jamaica, that I know it's hard for you, but I also know that God will step in and take care of you. And no matter what, you can always put your trust in Him to take you through it. I also find that when you give it to God, He will do the rest. So just walk with those words and take those words with you. And remember that He does what He is supposed to do. And on that note, everyone, have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for listening to The Mix.